Evening everybody, welcome back to Elite Dangerous. Tonight we're going to carry on our journey towards Sagittarius A. We're currently plonked on a pretty bright actually planet, about halfway between the solar system and the core of the galaxy. So the core of the galaxy is kind of hidden under the horizon right now, but we're getting kind of close, and you can sort of tell because everything's getting a bit brighter. There's a lot more light. A bit crazy. The planet that we're on has a really beautiful blue gas giant off in the distance there. It seems to be tidally locked because it's in the same place it was when we were last here. But yeah, tonight's going to be a fairly short stint. Let's bring up the galaxy map. I'll show you where we are. So yeah, right now we're about halfway there. So our journey's taken us to Waypoint 1, which was around here, and through over to past this little bit of a rift between galactic arms, and then over to Waypoint 2, which is where we currently are. Waypoint 3 is probably going to take us to around here. The aim is to now coast along this arm of the galaxy into one of these nebulas. I can't remember which one. It's called Leia something. So we'll probably make it, got about an hour, so we'll probably make it to around here tonight, and then for another night we'll take Waypoint 4 will take us to the edge of the core, and then Waypoint 5 will take us into the core, which will be kind of crazy. Sagittarius A is our target. It is the it's going to be hard to spot it, but it is the supermassive black hole at the center of the galaxy. Once we get there, we'll have a look at that. We'll also go and check out the Great Annihilators, which are two really big black holes also around the center of the galaxy, so we'll check those out too. But for now, we're going to continue on our route, which I need to plot, I believe. Nope, it's already in there. Great stuff. So we're going to take off. We're going to probably find our way to our next. So we've got 6 jumps to our next jump star. We're taking as many neutron stars as we can on our journey, just to speed things up.
Landing gear retracted.
And of course, what we'll also do is we'll be checking for interesting planets, interesting stars along the way, in particular Earth-like worlds, water worlds, worlds that are potentially habitable, and we'll scan them down for some exploration data. Right, I believe we're going to have to, yeah, so our next jump takes us behind this planet, so we're going to have to super cruise around it.
Drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1.
There's that gas giant. It seems it's actually pretty close, so it must be a fairly small gas giant. We're starting to get to the stage now where there are nebula and stars everywhere. We're getting really close to the core. So we'll just get around this planet and then we'll make our next jump. First jump of the night. It's a pretty planet, that one. Lots of really crazy ice crevices going on.
Frameshift drive charging.
So our next star is a Class M red dwarf. Nothing too crazy. Nebula everywhere as we get closer to the core. We'll check out a few on the way. So the usual routine when we come into a star that's not a neutron star is to grab some fuel, honk the system to see what's here, and then we'll check the system map, see if there's anything interesting before we leave the system. Let's have a quick look at this one. Nothing interesting here, just a bunch of icy worlds by the look. Kind of boring. Let's move on.
Frameshift drive charging.
So we're flying an Anaconda. Kind of a big ship. Handles like a tank, so not the best for going around stars and avoiding a fiery death, but good thing about it is its jump range, which in this thing is around 72 light years, so pretty crazy. Make sure we grab plenty of fuel this time around. 10 astronomical objects in this system. Let's see what they are. Again, boring system, nothing there. If it's beige, it's probably not interesting.
Drive charging.
Anaconda, a pretty ship. Lots of Class M so far tonight. Hopefully, we're 3 jumps away from our next neutron star, so something interesting is coming soon. Slightly busier system, but again, white planets. White planets usually icy bodies, and they are not interesting. Because they usually just consist of ice. Shock horror. Seems to be a night of orange stars. Most interesting systems are usually those with white stars or blue stars in them. Big hot stars. I'm going to stop at this one and make sure we fuel up. And I think we'll scan down this gas giant as well. See if we can get a couple of them.
Fuel scooping complete.
So it was 1, 2, 3, that one. Should be able to scan it at good range. Yeah, it's big enough. So the bigger the planet is, the farther away you can scan it from. And we're hoping for some form of life on it. That will make it valuable. Gas giant with water-based life. Let's have a look. Hydrogen and helium based. It's 855,000 times the size of Earth, so pretty large. Icy rings, kind of cool. Let's go have a look. Coming up on it now, I should just be able to see the rings. And its moons. So 1, 2, 3, 4 moons around this one. And it looks like it's just got one ring type. It's very beige. Seems like a very beige night. Lots of crazy storms on it though. You see all those little dots, well, big dots. Probably bigger than Earth, each of those. It's on this side. Really cool. Let's go on to our next system,
Frameshift drive charging.
which is a neutron star. So we'll have to be careful. So, the number one rule about jumping into a system with a neutron star is throttle to 0, because you don't want to go into it. There's our blue squirrel. Let's scan it down and see what else is in the system. So we've got a neutron star and some beige planets. And ooh. That's a water world. If you've got headphones on, or if your TV is really loud, you'll probably be able to hear the bubbling. Sounds like water. And these will all be metallic worlds, potentially terraformable. The thing I'm trying to decide is that is 70,000 light seconds away from where I am right now. Is it worth the time? It's probably about 4 minutes of travelling. So I think I'm going to give it a miss and we'll go on to our next system instead. Hope for something a bit closer. Now, in order to continue our journey, our next jump is 151 light years away, which is beyond the jump range of this ship. So we're going to need to supercharge our FSD by getting into the flares of this neutron star, which is not easy and slightly dangerous, but we got away with it. And that increases our jump range from 72 light years to 288, so not insignificant at all. Next system is also a neutron star, and I think it's our target system, which means that we'll need to plot our next route once we get there. Whoa! Jesus. God, that's terrifying. That is a busy neutron star. Wow, and we are really close to it. I think we're safe, we don't seem to be heating up, so let's just stay here for now. That thing is spinning so fast. So we've got a neutron star in binary orbit with another star. And orbiting those. Is that a water world? Yes, it is. That's a water world with rings. We need to check that out. Someone has missed a trick by scanning this and discovering this neutron star and not discovering this. Oh, no, that is discovered, my bad. But we'll go check it out anyway, because it's pretty interesting. We'll just need to be really careful about this. Because that is... the reason why that's so crazy is the fact that that neutron star is just spinning ridiculously fast. I wonder if it tells you how fast it's spinning. No, it doesn't, sadly. But yeah, insane. Insanely fast spin that's causing that. We're going to need to go in there because we need the supercharge boost. We're going to have to be stupendously careful about it. So, yeah, wish me luck. Before we do that, let's give it a closer look. I mean, the other thing is that these things are really, really small. Like this one's 0.7 times, about 70% of the size of Earth. So smaller than our planet, and incredibly deadly. So let's get into that check cone, slowly. Here we go.
Racing drive operating beyond safety limits.
Whoa.
Frameshift drive.
Okay, let's get out. I can't get out. Mental. Scan this star whilst we're here, we might as well. And let's have a look at the other one. Which is there. I wonder if these two stars that are really close to that neutron star is something to do with why it's spinning so quickly. Either way, let's go find that ringed water world. There it is. It's behind us right now. It'll take us a minute or so to get there. There's the neutron star, looking like a bow tie for that other star right now. Excited to see this. I don't think I've ever seen a water world with rings around it before. It's a shame we can't land on it. So, starting to come up to it now. Looks like it's got a couple of moons too. Yeah, definitely a water world. It's just whilst we're on the way, scan some of these. Big rings. That doesn't look like anything interesting. Let's try this one. Kind of looks like just a black pearl from here. Okay, let's go check it out. Ugh, it looks really dark. Which is kind of crazy because there's a lot of light in this system. 2 stars and a neutron star. It really does look kind of black. Weird. Let's see if we can see some stats about it. No atmosphere. 1.5 G, so it's about 4 times the size of Earth as well, so a really big planet. Mad that it's got no atmosphere and all that water. It must just be because of the crazy gravity. And it looks a bit more blue from this angle. But it looks like it really is a water world. Oh no, there's a couple of islands on there. Sometimes you get absolutely no surface land. And sometimes you get a little bit. And this one seems to have a little bit. Grab a quick picture before we get too far away. Nice. Let's just check out the other 2 that we scanned. I think they were just moons. Yeah, they are. And the others aren't really worth our time. So we need to plot our next route to our next neutron star. How far away are we? Yeah, so we're making some progress. Right, our next star is... And bear with me. We're in the Plur AIM sector still, and we're going for YAF. D11125. 373 light years away, so we should be able to get there in a couple of jumps. 2 jumps, so our next jump is also a neutron star.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yep. Can definitely tell we're getting closer to the core now. So significantly lazier neutron star. Looks like he's got a couple of buddies. A couple of big orange buddies. Nothing for us to scan, so we will just grab the jet cone and move on. This one should be a little less dangerous than the last. Still got to be careful though. We're at half fuel. Fuel meter's in the bottom right of the heads-up display, so we're going to need to start thinking about it fairly soon. Ah, I came into that a little bit too fast. Gonna need to dive back in.
Frameshift drive charging.
So that's a pretty mad system, but nothing super interesting. I think we'll just move on. Okay, let's plot our next jump. So into a new sector now. The Prayer. So I spell it pretty all the way around. And we're going to QDT. D3 dash 333. So quite far away this one, 714 light years to the next one. We'll need to get some fuel on the way. Fortunately our next star is a K-class star which is fuelable, so we'll grab some fuel there. And somewhere on the way here, we'll find a place to settle down for the night. Whoa. Lots of gas giants. Should be able to scan a couple of those. Well worth doing. Let's scan this star down, and I think actually it'll be worth us plunking ourselves on one of the moons around one of these gas giants.
Complete.
Let's start with this one. Hopefully we can find a moon with a view. Class 1 gas giant, so let's see if we can scan the other one that's just in the distance there as we approach this one. There we go. Nice. Alright, let's wheel around and see if there's a moon that's really close to this guy. That one looks kind of promising. Might be a little bit far away, we'll see. Yeah, that's going to be too far away for a good view. Let's just have a look at this one, see if we can scan it at this range. Doesn't look like we're going to be able to. I think it may be a case of let's move on to the next system if we don't find anything we like here. Whoops, going too fast. Nice flyby tour.
Drive charging. Ready to engage.
I didn't quite manage to capture what this star was, so it'll be a surprise. Looks like it's yellow. Yeah.
Fuel scoping.
Absolutely nothing in this system other than the star. So I think we'll just move straight on. One lonely star.
Engaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Next one's a red dwarf, which is the same class as our sun.
Fuel scoping. Fuel sync disengaged.
One lonely gas giant here, which might be worth checking out. See if we can get a quick scan on it. Gas giant with water-based life. That was well worth it.
Frameshift drive charging.
Wow, that's a lot of stars. Don't know what's going on in that sector, but that is crazy. And that is a bright ass star. Look at the state of that. Nope, that's not what I thought it was. Neither is that. That's a metal world. That, though, is a potential candidate for us to park on because it's right next to a bloody huge gas giant. So let's grab some fuel and head out there.
Fuel scoping. Fuel scoping complete.
Another gas giant with water-based life. And hopefully we'll start to see the moon soon and see if it's any close to the actual giant. I think it's going to be that one. Kind of difficult to see because of the crazy amount of stars in the background. Should I? Because that one, I think we want that one. And I think this is going to be our stopping point for the night, so we'll set her down here. Should have a really nice view of that. That thing's huge. That thing's an absolute monster. So just using that moon's gravity to slow us down quickly, and then we'll make a turn around and a proper landing of it.
Orbital flight engaged.
Try and find a nice smooth spot. That place looks good. Should still have a good view. Actually, we'll take a bit of a right turn. Yeah, that looks good. Find somewhere nice and flat around here. That's looking like a good spot there. So what I'm very quickly going to do is just check the gravity on this planet. It's 0.1 of a G, so we should be okay. So, landing checklist, we've got all power to engines, which is good. Shields are up, just in case. And we've come out of glide at about 4,000 meters above the surface, so we'll just need to be a little bit careful. We'll pop the landing gear out at around 1 click above the surface. Just gonna quickly change our orientation so we can see that gas giant, and we know where it is. There it is. So we're looking for something sort of around here, I guess. There we go, mass lock. So let's start slowing down now. Landing gear out.
Landing gear deployed.
And we'll bring it down nice and gentle. Meters, so we'll start slowing down a bit more. 200 meters. 150 and we'll start leveling off. Got unsuitable terrain at the moment, so it looks like there might be a few places to land, but we'll take it nice and slow. 100 meters. Start slowing down a bit more. Looks like we're on a bit of a hill, so I'm just going to accelerate up. See if we can find somewhere a little bit flatter. There we go, this looks like a good spot. Take a little bit of a left. There we go. Okay, start the descent. So we're at 92. Nice and easy. $50, $40, $30, $20, $10, and touchdown. Nice. So what we'll do is we'll just give the modules a quick check, make sure everything's in good working order. Frameshift drive has taken a little bit of damage, so we'll bring that offline. And bring the field maintenance unit on. And do a quick bit of a repair to the FSD.
Module repaired.
And that's done. Bring the FSD back online. Cracking. So the rest of the ship appears to be in really good nick. Let's have a quick look at the outside. Paintwork's taking a battering still, but otherwise the ship appears to be in good nick. A few bits of dirt on the cockpit, but it's absolutely nothing to worry about. So there's our view for the evening. Creepy and eerie. So let's see how far we've come so far. So that's where we currently are. We started out at Sol, which is roughly... Actually no, we started at Fusang, which is here. So yeah, we've come almost 13,000 light years so far, which is insane. So just over halfway there. Didn't make too much progress tonight, but that's okay. We will carry on another night. So thanks for joining me again, guys. Always nice to have you along, and yeah, we'll see you for Waypoint 4 soon. Bye bye.